Hello friends, today in this lecture we will see various design constants of a centrifugal pump. So there are various constants, we'll go one by one. First is speed ratio. It is denoted by Ku. So it is defined as the ratio of peripheral speed at exit to the theoretical velocity of jet corresponding to manometric head. Okay, so it is defined as the ratio of peripheral speed at exit. Peripheral speed at exit. So a peripheral speed at exit is u2. Okay, divided by the theoretical velocity of a jet corresponding to manometric head. Okay, now the theoretical velocity v, we know v is given by under root of 2gh. Therefore I can write k. Okay, so theoretical velocity of jet v is equal to 2 under root of 2gh. Now if it is corresponding to manometric head, this h will become h manometric. Okay, hence I can write Ku, that is the speed ratio, is equal to u2, that is the peripheral velocity at exit, divided by under root of 2ghm. Now this particular value Ku varies from that is Ku varies from 0.95 to 1.25. So this is the general value for the Ku, that is 0.95 to 1.25. Okay, so the next is flow ratio. Okay, so flow ratio is denoted by Kf or psi. So it is defined as the ratio of the velocity of flow at exit to the theoretical velocity of jet corresponding to the manometric head. Okay, that is, so it is the ratio of velocity of flow at exit to the theoretical velocity of jet corresponding to manometric head. Okay, so we know that the velocity of flow at exit is Vf2. Okay, Vf is the velocity of flow, divided by theoretical velocity corresponding to manometric head is given by under root of 2ghm. So this is what Kf or psi. This is what psi or Kf. Okay, now this particular value of Kf varies from 0.1 to 0.25. It will be vary from 0.1 to 0.25. Okay, the next is specific speed. Generally the specific speed is used to compare the performance of all different type of pump. Okay, so these are what the performance parameters, or the comparison of a performance parameter of a different pump. Okay, now how it is defined, we'll see. The specific speed is the speed in RPM. It is the speed in RPM of a geometrical similar pump of a such a size that under corresponding condition it would deliver 1 liter of liquid per second against a head of 1 meter. So the specific speed is, in simple, it is what? It should deliver 1 liter of liquid per second against a head of 1 meter. So that particular speed at which this will be delivering 1 liter of liquid per second against the 1 meter head, that speed is known as the specific speed. Okay, now we know that the volume flow rate Q. So we will derive the specific speed equation now. So Q is what? it is given by pi d2b2 into vf2. Okay, so that is what the area, into velocity. So this is the continuity equation. Now this particular Q volume flow rate I am considering at the exit of impeller, hence area at the exit of impeller is pi d2b2. Okay, so pi d is what the circumference, into b is the width of impeller, hence this is the area into velocity. So velocity at exit will be vf2. Okay, so this is what the Q we will be getting. Now from this particular equation it is seen that Q is proportional to B2, D2 and VF2. Okay, D2, B2 and VF2. Suppose D2 is equal to B2. In that case, Q will be proportional to D square, that is D2 square VF2. Okay. Now VF2, we know that psi is equal to what? VF2, that is flow velocity. This is what the ratio we have seen. Okay, this is the flow ratio just now we have seen. So that is defined as the velocity of flow at exit divided by the theoretical velocity of jet corresponding to manometric head, that is 2ghm. Okay, so psi will be VF2 upon 2ghm. So from that I can write as VF2 is equal to psi into under root of 2ghm. Okay, so from this I can write as that particular VF2 is proportional to under root of hm, because psi is constant, 2g is constant, so VF2 is proportional to under root of hm. Okay, now from this equation as Q is proportional to VF2 and VF2 is proportional to under root of hm, I can write Q is proportional to D2 square under root of hm. Okay, I can write Q is proportional to D2 square under root of hm, or I can write Q upon D2 square under root of hm is equal to constant. Now we know that the that is peripheral velocity u2, that is at exit, is given by pi d2n divided by 60. Okay, hence I can write d2 is equal to u2 into 60 divided by pi n. Okay, hence I can say that d2 is proportional to u2 upon n, because pi and 60 are the constant. It is proportional to u2 upon n. Okay, now we know that speed ratio. From the speed ratio, what is the speed ratio? That is peripheral velocity upon the theoretical velocity of jet corresponding to manometric head. So this particular what we can say, the peripheral velocity u2, I can write, ku. So this is the speed ratio. Ku is given as u2 divided by under root of 2ghm. Okay, u2 under root of 2ghm. So I can write as u2 is equal to ku under root of 2ghm. Okay, hence I can write as u2 is proportional to under root of hm, because ku is constant, 2g is constant, so u2 is proportional to under root of hm. Now d2 is proportional to u2 by n, hence I can write d2 is proportional to under root of hm divided by n, hm divided by n. Okay, so now we'll put this d2 value, and the d2 value in this particular equation. Okay, in this particular equation, q upon d2 square upon under root of h. So therefore I can write as q is proportional to d2 square under root of hm. Q is proportional to d2 square under root of hm. I can write this as q proportional to d2 square is nothing but this particular term. Okay, so square of that will be hm divided by n square into root hm. Okay, so q is proportional to hm raised to 3 by 2 divided by n square. Okay, hence I can write n square as proportional to hm raised to 3 by 2 upon q. Okay, so we'll take the square root of it. N is proportional to hm raised to 3 by 4 under root of q. Okay, so this is what the speed n, which is proportional to hm raised to 3 by 4 upon root. So n is proportional to hm raised to 3 by 4 root q. I can write this as n is equal to, so I am taking c as a proportionality constant into hm raised to 3 by 4 upon root q. Okay, where c is the constant. Hence I can write c is equal to n root q divided by hm raised to 3 by 4. Okay, now in this case, according to the definition of a specific speed, so what is the definition of specific speed? That pump should deliver 1 liter of liquid per second under the head of 1 meter. Okay, so q will be 1, hm will be 1. In that case, c is equal to n, which is nothing but the specific speed ns, Okay, hence I can write ns is equal to n under root of q divided by hm raised to 3 by 4. So this is what the expression for the specific speed of a pump. This is what the expression for the specific speed of a centrifugal pump. Okay, now we will see various design constants or the model testing of a centrifugal pump. Okay, see, whenever we manufacture any large size pump, their models are made. Okay, so these models will be tested and performance of prototype will be predicted. Okay, so first the model will be prepared and from that the performance of prototype will be predicted. So the complete similarity between the model and actual pump, that is the prototype, will exist if the following conditions are satisfied. Okay, so to get the similar performance, so for some of the conditions should be satisfied. So what are that conditions that we'll see now? Okay, so the first condition is specific speed. Okay, so the specific speed of model is equal to specific speed of prototype. Okay, so that should be the condition. So we know that the specific speed, that is ns for model, should be equal to ns for prototype. So suffix m is for model, suffix p is for the prototype. We know the expression, that is n root q divided by hm raised to 3 by 4. Okay, so that is what the model is equal to n root q hm raised to 3 by 4 for prototype. Okay, next condition is tangential or peripheral velocity. Okay, we know that the tangential velocity u is given by pi dn divided by 60, is pi dn by 60, but u is proportional to root hm. That already we have seen, u is proportional to root hm. Hence I can write root hm. Okay, root hm is equal to dn, because pi and 60 again are the constant. Okay, so these are proportional. Hence I can write root hm divided by dn is nothing but the constant. So this is nothing but the proportionality sign. This is nothing but the constant. This is nothing but the constant. Okay, hence I can write root hm divided by dn for model should be equal to root hm divided by dn for prototype. So this is what the next condition. Next is flow constants. Okay, next is flow constant. Now for flow constant, we know that the volume flow rate Q is proportional to d square Vf, that we know. Okay, again Vf is proportional to root hm. Okay, again root hm is proportional to d into n. Hence Vf is proportional to dn. Okay, hence I can write q proportional to d square into d into n, that is q proportional to d cube n, or q upon d cube n is equal to constant. Okay, so I can write this as q upon d cube n for model should be equal to q upon d cube n for prototype. Okay, so this is the third condition which has to be satisfied for the getting the exact performance. Next is power constant. Okay, now we know that power is equal to rho g q h. Now here h will be h manometric. Okay, hence power is proportional to q and hm. Now we know that q is proportional to d cube n and root hm is proportional to dn. Hence hm is proportional to d square n square. Okay, hence finally I can get p is proportional to d raised to 5, that is d cube into d square into n square. Okay, d raised to 5 n cube. Okay, now I can get p by d raised to 5 n cube is equal to constant. So I can write it as p upon d raised to 5 n cube for model is equal to p upon d raised to 5 n cube for prototype. So thank you.